Every day, across the globe, new ideas are redefining the financial services industry, breaking down barriers, opening up new opportunities, reducing risk, fraud, and inefficiencies, while increasing productivity and dramatically improving the customer experience. BAI Global Innovation Awards exist to be a catalyst for innovation in the financial services industry worldwide. To educate, to inspire, to foster new perspectives. Since 2011, BAI has served as a global hub, connecting the organizations and leaders who are shaping the future of our industry and moving it forward. Each year, we recognize and celebrate those who dare not only to dream, but who transform their ideas into real-world financial solutions. Because they choose to relentlessly pursue new services, products, and technologies that deliver a higher level of convenience, accessibility, and personalization that enable consumers, businesses, and communities to thrive. These are the leaders who are creating the future of financial services. The BAI Global Innovation Awards.
BAI is pleased to present your host for the evening, Innovation Circle Judge and BAI President and CEO, Debbie Bianucci.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you had a great day today. I've heard lots of good comments about all that's been going on in the campus. But when I think about the part that is my favorite, it's what we're about to do tonight. So many of you have traveled from very far to be part of BAI's Global Innovation Awards. And I mentioned this morning, this is the 7th year of these awards. And I'll tell you, when I think about the first 6, they were great, but the 7th was even better. And the amount of innovation that we're seeing around the world is absolutely incredible. So I know you're going to be inspired tonight as you see some of the innovation that is being recognized by our amazing judging panel. But before we jump into that, I want to thank TCS for being a sponsor of our evening tonight and introduce Jim Washburn, who's going to say a few words about the awards.
Thank you, Debbie. Good evening, everybody. I hope you reserve some energy for tonight, because tonight is should be a celebration about innovation. But before we get too far into that, let's test your energy level a little bit, because I think we owe Debbie and her team at BAI a good, sturdy round of applause for putting on another great conference for us. On behalf of TCS, we are very pleased to be here tonight, and we're very pleased to have you in attendance as well, as we honor those global financial services organizations that are innovating with impact. And by doing so, they are improving kind of the lives of the customers and the businesses and the communities with which they serve. And I think that's an outstanding reason to celebrate these organizations. Innovation has long been important to TCS. I think when I think of innovation in particular, I kind of tend to think of technology-oriented sorts of stuff. I think that's an occupational hazard of mine. But I really think the secret to innovation is to take that spirit, if you will, and imbue it within the culture and the fabric of the organization as a whole. And by doing that, that creates a sustaining movement that I think we should all sponsor and support as we go along. Whether you're a startup or a massive organization or somewhere in between, I mean, the common denominator is we're going to require new thinking and new ideas to be successful. and ways of making our customers successful. And we're going to do that and have to do that by being at the forefront of innovation. TCS stands ready to help you in that regard. And kind of with that, I think I'll just turn it back to you, Debbie, and we'll move on to the celebration of innovation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim. Very well put. We appreciate your involvement and the leadership role that TCS plays in the industry. Tonight, we are going to celebrate companies that are really having impact with their customers through a lot of different kinds of innovation. They're reshaping the future of financial services and the way in which we are able to support our communities. So with that, to give you a few background comments and to help put in perspective what we're seeing in innovation in the industry, it's my pleasure to introduce Chris McComish, who's the president of Scottrade Bank and chairman of the BAI Board of Directors.
Thank you. Thanks, Debbie. And let me echo Jim's thoughts on what a great conference so far. So on behalf of the BAI board, I do want to thank the entire staff and everybody that has done such great work. It's been exciting, and I'm so glad that we've brought this event to prime time. We've done this many times over the years, but typically it's been in a conference room of some sort. And when you hear about the work that these amazing companies have done, this is right in line with how we should be celebrating them, because it's absolutely spectacular and impressive, and we're all going to learn a lot from what our peers have done, and hopefully we're going to be able to take some of that back to our own institutions and help do that one thing, that one most important thing that we're all here to do, and that's serve our clients, serve our communities better, and make this world a better place to live. And that's the amazing thing. I'm going to emphasize the word global many times, because these are truly global innovation awards. We're going to shrink the size of this world that we live in and see what's happening, and I think there's a lot that we can learn from each other. You know, we started this morning out talking about innovation with a very interesting speaker and talking about Legos and everything. There's one piece of innovation I want to see them make, though, and that is for those of you that have kids or young children around your household that have dealt with Legos, and at the end of the day, the Lego is left on the floor, and you as the adult are walking around the family room in the dark. Who's ever stepped on a Lego before? Now, that is true pain. So I'd love to see the folks at Lego figure out a way to make that a little bit more attractive to us adults. But overall, it was a great morning. You know, as Debbie and Jim talked about, innovation exists to move us forward, and that's what you're going to see today. People doing really good work in finding ways to move our industry forward, which moves our communities forward, make things better for all of our clients and customers. You know, BAI sponsors and leads this effort. You know, this is the catalyst for innovation, but the process is really quite incredible. It goes on really for the entire year. We don't do this by ourselves. We need a great panel of experts with us, and that's what Debbie and the staff have put together. We call them our innovation circle. You know, at our heart, we're bankers, so we're only so creative, but it's an innovation circle. And these are experts really from around the world that spend time looking at all of the submissions that come in from various organizations and judge these submissions around their impact, both externally for the marketplace in which we serve, the various businesses that we represent, but also internally, how can we be more effective about how we do things? Again, with the overriding theme of delivering an experience to our customers that's commensurate with the value and the trust that they put in us. So if I could have, just real quickly, you probably won't be able to see it, but the Innovation Circle judges, please stand, and I want to give them our hearty thank you and recognition for the great work that they do. So they're mostly all over here, but I appreciate it very much. And I'm going to turn it over to one of our Innovation Circle judges, a great friend of BAI, Connie Dorestein. Connie has been associated with BAI and a good friend of Debbie's for many, many years. This is her first year as a judge. And this is what happens when you're the first year judge. You get to come up here and represent the rest of the judges. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to you, Connie, and thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Okay.
So thank you. And actually, this is fun. But to Chris's point about the Lego, I have a tiny little story for you. We had a similar issue in our household. The father of the son stumbles on the bricks, screams and swears. And the next day, or a few weeks later, he comes up and he says, well, what's happened here? He says, there's no more bricks on the floor. They're on a board with some coasters underneath. And I said, yeah, I decided that it would be a good idea if the bricks were not on the floor, but on a board with coasters, so my son could roll it around. He said, oh, that's so sweet of you to do that, so I don't hurt my feet. And I said, no, I did it so I wouldn't destroy my son's work when I want to mop the floor. So you see, it takes men and women together. So the one angle of the equation recognizes the problem, and the other part solves it. It's just a thought. Without further ado, let's continue. We're here to celebrate the finalists and the winners tonight, and I'm delighted. And this really and truly is their evening. It's all about them. And they really deserve to be recognized because a lot has gone into it. And I can't tell you how excited we are as judges to finally unveil and lift the secret, who's been the winners. So let me give you a little glimpse into the life of an Innovation Circle judge. And it truly is a year-long program, and what a year it was. It was my first year, and what a year it was. We have judges from all around the world, and so, but we were very adamant to speak together, all together at the same time. So for some it was very early mornings, for others it was very late nights, and sometimes you left the camera off for that very purpose. But we had some interesting meetings. We had a number of meetings throughout the year, and in the meetings we discussed the program, the sectors, the categories, and it's a very rewarding discussion. But picking the winners is a real daunting task, because I tell you, we had an incredibly impressive list of submissions, a long list and an impressive list. And so it's quite challenging to bring that down to a short list and then to go further to final nominations and to a winner. And the way we did this is what we, in our meetings, which were, by the way, very professionally managed by BAI's Angela. I'm very proud of Angela. She was herding cats around the globe. We would get, each jury member would get a set of categories associated to yourself, and then we would first individually go through the submissions. And I tell you that a lot of the submissions were full of detail and with lots of evidence, because we're not only looking at the level of innovation or the type of innovation, but we also specifically look for the impact and the effect of the innovation brings to the desired segment. And once we'd reviewed them personally, we would go on and discuss and debate them, and we have quite some characters on the jury, which is fun. And so a heated debate would follow. We would ask challenge, we would challenge each other, and finally we would drill down to a short list. And I can tell you that it is actually a very rewarding experience as well, because you get to see so many innovations in the financial services industry up close. And I'm proud to be part of that industry, the financial services industry, that, and sometimes I say finally, but that recognizes the importance of making a difference, not just in their own bank or in their own institution, but in the lives of the people they serve, in the lives of the customers and in the lives of the business users, and in the communities they serve as well. So we looked further. And it's quite a responsibility, because you know, we didn't take it lightly. It was a lot of work, but I think the responsibility is immense as well, because do not forget, behind every nomination, there's a team with passion and dedication and expertise and pride. And they've gone a long way to make it to the short list, and otherwise they wouldn't be on it. So we have to take our task as judges very seriously as well. And around me, over the years, I've seen the impact that winning such an award can have on them. And beyond the obvious sort of innovation focus of customer service, customer experience, everything that happens at the front office, I'm very proud to say that we looked further this year, and we're also looking at financial institutions that strengthen their internal capabilities, because so often we forget that the hardest sector to innovate is internal processing, the belly of the beast of any bank. And I'm very proud that tonight we're bringing some of those unsung heroes from the basement into the spotlight. So, I'm very excited about this, but I think you've heard enough from me. I could go on forever, because I think innovation in financial services is exciting. Although the guy at Customs didn't agree with me when I told him what I was coming to do here. We're very excited. But as Shakespeare said, without further ado, let's go and hand out some awards. So the first category that we're going to look at is called the Innovation in Societal and Community Impact Award. And it obviously is a category that I hold very dear to my heart, because this is truly about impact. And this category looks at financial institutions that strive to give more access to people in vulnerable situations, to people who need that extra help, to people in special circumstances. So let's have a look.
The nominees for the Innovation in Societal and Community Impact Award are Easy Equities, for their online investment platform, which makes it fun, easy, and cheap for anyone to buy shares. HDFC Bank Limited, for their HDFC Bank Mobile Banking Lite app. Neighbor, for being a financial well-being provider that helps employees to be better with their money. And Taqanu, a blockchain-based digital ID to enable financial inclusion and create equal opportunities.
And the winner is, from Germany, Taqanu.
Yeah. Taqanu, here you go. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
He's obviously very happy. Good for you. Our neighbors.
We'll do it later. We'll get pictures there. Congrats.
So, what are we going to look at next?
You can go
I
ahead.
probably
We'll do
already
pictures
gave you a hint
afterwards
about
with
my
the whole
second
group.
favorite category.
But you can go down
We're
here.
next going to look at the Innovation Award for Internal Process Innovation. And as I said before, it might not be the sexiest category, but it's very impactful. We're looking here at redefining processes, at redesigning your architecture, at restructuring processes and internal workflows. Again, let's take a look.
The nominees for the Internal Process Innovation Award are the Bank of East Asia Limited, for their all-new paperless branch network, straight-through transformation within 36 hours. DenizBank, for their intelligent workforce management, an intelligent tool leveraging CRM techniques and business analytics to avoid unbalanced workload distribution. Emirates NBD for their CRM Cockpit app, mobilizing branches with smart, instant, and paperless banking. And Yapi Kredi for the smart algorithms for information retrieval, replacing manual back-office operations with the self-learning power of machine learning and natural language processing.
And the winner is from Turkey, a multi-year Global Innovation Award winner, DenizBank.
There he is.
Congratulations. We make you run down the Congratulations. Congratulations. And thank you, Connie. Connie came all the way from Amsterdam to be part of the session tonight, and we really appreciate having you involved in the program. So next, I'd like to invite another judge from our Innovation Circle judging panel, all the way from Hong Kong, from the Bank of East Asia, Vincent Hui.
So next, we'd like to present the finalists for one of the first and oldest award categories, Product and Services Innovation. Products or service recognized in this category should be either substantially improved or newly introduced. They may demonstrate the use of advanced technologies or personalizations to take services to the next level and provide an unique, excellent customer experience. So let's see the finalists.
The nominees for the Product and Service Innovation Award are Bank Millennium for their public transport and parking tickets purchased in a banking mobile app. Emirates NBD for Live, the first lifestyle digital bank in the world, a lifestyle accelerator that enables you to live more. Max My Interest for their streamlined online bank account opening process. And Metromile for their pay-per-mile car insurance.
And the winner from the US is Metromile. Unfortunately, Metromile was not able to join us tonight, so we accept this award on their behalf.
Okay. And another of the early awards categories we are recognizing tonight is Channel Innovation. Fun fact, since the award began in 2011, it has grown from 4 total categories to 13, reflecting the changing nature of innovation over the years. Channel innovation should reflect cutting-edge approaches to delivering an excellent customer experience and human touch across either digital or physical distribution networks. So let's see our finalists.
The nominees for the Channel Innovation Award are Alior Bank for Highs, the banking communicator for millennials. Caixa Bank for their 360-degree customer experience on social networks. Emirates NBD for the Emirates NBD mobile banking platform. And HDFC Bank Limited for the HDFC Bank on Chat social commerce on Facebook Messenger.
And the winner from India is HDFC Bank Limited. So thank you, Vincent. Vincent is one of our most engaged judges, and we're so happy that you're part of the program. So I'd like to next introduce another member of our judging panel, Miranda Hill from the US.
Hey everyone. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all having a great time tonight. I used to head up Wells Fargo's Digital Innovation Lab, and I currently advise different companies around their innovation programs. So this particular category is very much near and dear to my heart. The category is around Innovative Accelerator or Incubator Award. So this category is intended to recognize the financial services organizations or industry conglomerates forming accelerators or incubators to bring about impactful innovation. So let's take a look at the finalists.
The nominees for the Innovative Accelerator or Incubator Award are Emirates NBD for their 3D Open Innovation, Future Lab, Edge Innovation Program, and Open Banking. Finnovating for their unconferences, building ecosystems collaboratively. FIS for their Financial Inclusion Lab in India to bring payments to the rural heartland. And Stone and Chalk for developing Sydney as the leading startup ecosystem in Asia.
And the winner from Spain is Finnovating.
Next up, I'm excited to present the finalists for a category that's increasingly important as it reiterates that all of these innovations that we're developing ultimately need to be customer-centric, need to be focused on the customer. The category is Innovation and User Experience. User experience innovations should reflect the organization's ability to capitalize on emerging technologies and customer preferences to reinvent product design or improve the intuitiveness of product features for a delightful client experience. Let's take a look at the finalists.
The nominees for the User Experience Award are Bank Millennium. For their vehicle insurance, purchase fully via mobile app or online banking with data scanning. Yapi Kredi for the Don't Panic button, helping customers manage their cards anytime, anywhere via Yapi Kredi Mobile. And Yapi Kredi for their Touch One Screen experience, a hyper-connected ecosystem linking all customer touchpoints through its mobile banking app.
And another winner from Turkey, Yapi Kredi. Congratulations. Thank you, Miranda. You've been a terrific addition to the judging panel. We're so glad you're here. I'd now like to invite up another very important member of our judging panel, Ricardo Campos, who came here from Poland.
Thank you very much, Debbie. Thank you very much. It's great to see you all here today. It's great that you've come here. Thank you very much. Speaking of innovations, what would the world be without an increasingly competitive payments ecosystem? Changes in this area are increasing very fast, and that's why I'm very pleased to be able to present the innovations in payments and wallets category. Innovations in payments and wallets are either industry disruptive or they have proven that they're able to improve the existing payments ecosystem, or they add value to either the merchant or the user, or they just solve a problem, or in fact, they make the process easier. And so the finalists are
The nominees for the Innovation in Payments and Wallets Award are B2B Pay, for their virtual bank accounts using a unique IBAN for companies that export into Europe. Standard Bank Group Limited for SlidePay, Ghana's leading online payment application. And Transaction Analysts India, for their fintech cashless e-wallet solution for financial inclusion built on the India stack, enabling Aadhaar biometric identification.
And the winner from Finland is B2B Pay.
Ripe for a swell of innovation and positively create change are innovations in human capital. Human capital innovations are recognized as either being strategies, investments, or actions that positively shape the governance of organizations, employees, or projects. In short, they are HR innovations. And the finalists are...
The nominees for the Innovation in Human Capital Award are Alior Bank for the Millennials Project, which helps HR prepare the organization for digital disruption. First National Bank for the First National Bank League of Innovators, growing the talent pipeline through innovation and business impact. Intesa Sanpaolo Innovation Center for leveraging a sharing economy and alternative currency to realize a new generation of employees, family members, and retiree community. And Yapi Kredi for their Heroes Club, a multifaceted professional development program for students starting a career.
And the winner from Italy, Intesa Sanpaolo. Thank you, Ricardo, and for everything that you've done as part of the judging panel. We really appreciate it. We are moving through the awards. We have just a few more to go, and I'd like to invite Amy Radden to come up. Many of you know Amy. She's been in the industry for a long time here in the US. She's the founder of the Daily Innovator and a really valuable member of our judging panel.
Hi. Great to be here with you all tonight, and I hope you're having a good time. You know, when I started my career in marketing back at American Express, if anybody had told me then how much the marketing function would have changed, how much financial services would have changed, and the tremendous impact that technology would have on marketing, which even doesn't look like it looked 5 years ago, I would have thought they were describing some science fiction scenario to me. But marketing today, reaching out to your customers and prospects, has become, it's at least as critical as the innovation concepts themselves are. So with that, I'd like to introduce the innovation in marketing category. In short, innovation in marketing should demonstrate original, engaging campaigns supported by cutting-edge deployment tactics and techniques. Let's look at who the nominees are for this category.
The nominees for the Innovation in Marketing Award are Caixa Bank for #KreaMagine, a co-creation of a new product with customers on Instagram. Emirates NBD for their Uber Ramadan campaign, an innovative viral campaign. And Yapi Kredi for Self-Service World, a data monetization platform for businesses.
And the winner again, from Turkey, Yapi Kredi.
Congratulations. So I profoundly believe that innovation is simply not possible without collaboration. Steve Jobs had Wozniak, Mark Zuckerberg has Sheryl Sandberg. And what's nice to see in our industry that a trend that looked like a trend, fintechs collaborating with financial services institutions, has actually become part of the woodwork of how innovation is happening in our sector. So I'm really happy to recognize breakthroughs in partner collaboration. This category recognizes a partnership providing services directly to consumers that is disrupting the industry and illustrates business collaboration at its finest to accomplish something that cannot be done by one organization alone. The nominees are?
The nominees for the Breakthrough Collaboration in Financial Services Award are Bank Millennium and PKO Bank Polski for their e-administration and online banking, providing customers access to a wide range of public services through e-banking websites. Emirates NBD and ICICI Bank for pioneering the first blockchain-based network for international remittances and trade finance using Infosys Pinnacle technology. ID Analytics for their online lending network, an industry consortium to enhance responsible lending, fight fraud, and protect consumers. And Spring 4 and US Bank for partnering to improve consumer financial health and mortgage servicing operations.
And the winners from Poland, the collaborative efforts of Bank Millennium and PKO Bank Polski. Congratulations. So in the spirit of collaboration, as we go into the final 3 awards, and these are the big ones, I'd like to invite back to the stage Chris McComish.
I bet they'd clap more if I told them it was time for a drink.
You think?
But now this is the big reveal, the big close for this evening, and we've got 3 awards, and I want to get this right, this summary. These represent excellence in financial services innovation, and they're bestowed on specific organizations considering the whole of everything that they're doing. The nominations submitted for the awards are alongside BAI and the Innovation Circle coming together to bring these awards forward. The first one is focused on business banking, and it is the Disruptive Business Banking Solution, this is the first year. It's based on this area of opportunity. We believe here a lot, regardless of where you are in the world, a lot of opportunity for innovation in the business banking space, and we decided it was this was the right time to give out an award focused solely on small and medium-sized businesses. The next award is what is the next award, Debbie? The Disruptive Innovation in Financial Services, which recognizes a groundbreaking product, service, or business model that disrupts business as usual. And the last of the awards, the Distinguished Most Innovative Financial Services Organization of the Year, awarded to an organization for which innovation is a core component of their DNA. Over to you.
So let's take a look at the finalists for the first big award, Disruptive Business Banking Solution.
The nominees for the Disruptive Business Banking Solution Award are Banksite for their single-view best practice that powers the launch of innovative small business lender, Judo Capital. B2B Pay for their virtual bank accounts using a unique IBAN for companies that export into Europe. And Global Linker for their co-branded business networking platform that enables banks to deepen SME client relationships.
And the winner from Finland is B2B Pay.
Congratulations. There you go. I'll hold this for you. Say a few words.
Firstly, thanks to BAI for inviting us here. Actually, I didn't realize I had to speak, so it's going to be a very impromptu speech for a couple of minutes. But what we are doing at B2B Pay is we are helping SMEs. And what we see in banking, and this is why we get a lot of recognition, is SME customers globally are really underserved. And we believe strongly that with banks and companies like B2B Pay, we can really help SMEs become global players. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. There you go.
Congratulations. So the second Outstanding Achievement Award is Disruptive Innovation in Financial Services. And here are the finalists.
The nominees for the Disruptive Innovation in Financial Services Award are Max My Interest for their streamlined online bank account opening process, Metromile for their pay-per-mile car insurance, and Taqanu for their blockchain-based digital ID to enable financial inclusion and create equal opportunities.
And the winner from Germany is Taqanu.
So, hi everyone, thanks for coming, and it's a pleasure to be on stage for the second time today. And what we are specifically focusing is helping refugees to actually access finance. And by helping them and learning their problems, we are actually able to acknowledge something that they have the same problems as the unbanked globally. So once we are able to serve the market in Europe for refugees, what we are going to do is to focus on the global unbanked and create a solution which is fully location independent and can help people to create an identity for the first time in their life and access a form of finance that was impossible for them before. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. There you go. Yeah, we'll get a quick.
So we've reached the final award for the evening. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I think these award ceremonies remind you a little bit of things like the Academy Awards or whatever. So we appreciate you sort of hanging in there. We're almost done, and we'll be able to go and have cocktails and dinner. This is sort of like the best picture, right? This is the one that really, really matters. So let's take a look first at the finalists.
The nominees for the most innovative financial services organization of the year are CaixaBank Spain. CaixaBank believes that innovation is the key to remaining at the forefront of the financial sector and responds to the demands of an ever-changing environment. Emirates NBD, United Arab Emirates, with the mission of making its customers' lives simpler by providing solutions that help them fulfill their financial aspirations. Innovation is a core value at Emirates NBD, driven from the chairman, CEO, and executive board to all levels of employees. And Yapi Kredi, Turkey. Yapi Kredi leverages agile strategies to manage innovation projects at a rapid pace while practicing Scrum and focusing on design thinking to achieve a flourishing culture of innovation.
And the winner is La La Land. No, wrong awards program. Want to see if you're awake. Come on, guys. Actually, the winner is a bank that you've seen throughout many of the award finalists, but it is the most innovative financial services winner of the year, Emirates NBD.
I'm delighted, honored, and humbled at the same time to receive this award on behalf of 1.5 million customers we have in the Gulf and 8,000 colleagues I have back in UAE. It's been a journey, a long journey since 2012 of reinventing the bank, digitizing it end to end, and really transforming ourselves for the customer. I'm happy that at a forum like BAI, we've got this recognition, and the future, as we all know, belongs to those who dare to dream, and all of us in this room are dreamers. And in that spirit, I invite you to come to Dubai at any point you're crossing through, and come and see the branch of the future we have created to reimagine banking with our partners. And anytime that you want to come and visit us and see what we think future's banking will be, please drop in and be our guest. Thank you, BAI. We are proud and honored to get this award.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you, Chris. So I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. Before we break for cocktails and dinner, I want to take a minute to recognize the person that, although we had a lot of people involved in this at the BAI team, this is the person who really made it happen. And I'd like you to give a round of applause to Angela Hills. Angela, would you stand? I'm so proud that BAI is in a position to be able to recognize this innovation and these achievements, because I think it helps so much for us to share in seeing the innovation that is happening around the world. It's really awesome. The quality of the nominations that we had made it so difficult, as Connie said, in order to even get to the finalists, let alone the winners. And innovation matters. It really matters in the long term. And so we will continue to focus on ways to acknowledge and recognize and ultimately share the innovation that we see. So let's give one final round of applause to all of the finalists and winners tonight. You can learn more if you're interested in going deeper on what some of the nominations were. You can see that at bai.org. And we hope that you will consider not only continuing your innovation, but submitting your nominations for the 2018 Global Innovation Awards. So I appreciate so much that you were here to share in this. I think we're all working up an appetite. Chris said we need a cocktail. So at this point, let's enjoy the evening. We'll have our winners in the back with taking photos, so feel free to stop by to congratulate them. And thank you. We'll see you next year.